Okay, so I've loaded up some code from the book sample code. So we're on the book website for some sample code. We have a rotating triangle, and now I want to understand it. I want to go mess around with it and see what's going on. So here I'm inside the draw function, and I'm wondering, what if I change my rotate angle to be trying to rotate faster? What's going to happen? So here I've changed the code. If I hit Control S to save it, oh, my triangle is going faster. Or maybe I don't understand let me save again, so I'm back on my slow triangle. I don't understand the axis that I'm rotating around, and I want to make some changes to that. So I'm going to put some other axis here and save. Okay, now we're going to see the triangle is going to rotate around this alternate axis. Put this back, hit save again. So this works. We can just edit directly. Now, why does this work? This works because the draw function is getting called multiple times. The JavaScript is running. There's a tick and an animate command, and every time the frame is updating, we're recalling draw. So if I make changes to the code, it gets reinterpreted and it works. But what if I want to make changes to something that only runs once? So let's take this init vertex buffer. So this is something that only runs one time. So suppose I go up here, I change this thing to 0, I hit save, nothing. Why nothing? Because this code already ran. This buffer was already created. Changing it here isn't causing it to rerun, so nothing's occurring. So maybe I'll try hitting F5 to reload the page. I can do that, but now you see my number's gone back. Why? Because I've reloaded it from the website. So there's a facility in Chrome to deal with this, and it's called overrides. So if we go up here, somewhere up here in your bar is going to be something called overrides. We select a folder for overrides. I'm going to go to my documents folder. I've already made an overrides folder. I'm going to select that folder. Google's going to ask me for permission because it's writing to my local file system, so this is a potential security problem. Okay, so I'm now giving it permission. If I go back on page, I can see what's supposed to be loaded from the web page, but now I got a purple dot here. This purple dot's giving me a hint that says, hey, you're not really loaded from the web out here. You're really running off of your local file system. So now what does this mean? This means that I've made this change. I hit save. I still see nothing happen immediately. There's nothing happen. But if I reload the page now I have a different triangle here. Why does this happen? Because when I reload the page, the code reruns. And because I have overrides set, it's loading off of my local file system. So now I can load examples off of the web, make edits to them, and actually see what's going to happen when I make these edits without first copying it to my local file system, opening it in an editor. So even for your own code where you have it locally on your file system, sometimes it's convenient to be able to just edit in Chrome. So this will work also. You need the overrides also if you want to do things like make changes to something that's in the shader. We typically only compile the shader once. So if I just save this, nothing's going to happen. But if I reload the page now, okay, I got a new color because I've reloaded and rerun everything. So the overrides functionality is great if we want to be able to make edits to the code locally and see what's going to happen. So now, what if I want to get back to the original? I've screwed it up. I've made some errors in the code. I reload my page. Dang, nothing's running. What do I do? Okay, so if you go over here to overrides, you click on this thing, you're going to clear your configuration. You don't have overrides anymore. Now we go back to our page. See, no more purple circle. Reload. Okay, I'm back to the original. And I can go reset overrides if I want to do that. And you know where the overrides folder was, so you can also clear it from there.